Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I will be continuing with Mountain Journey for the 311 Deepspace event. We are currently going to be doing Rafayel's today. I will have videos out for Silas, Xavier, and Zane for your viewing pleasure if you guys enjoyed this video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with the prologue. The scorching wind wakes me from a light sleep, and as I open my eyes, a vast and primitive golden wilderness bursts into view. The car is driving through the rugged, rock-covered desert. Weathered city walls and vermilion pavilions come into view. Am I dreaming? No, this can't be a dream. A week ago, we took care of Rigo Antique on behalf of its owner, and Rafayel and I plan to travel to the location marked on the treasure map afterward. One week ago. On a relaxing afternoon, I used my phone to look up the location marked on the treasure map. It happens to be a mysterious ancient city of sorts. That's odd. Why can't I find any information? The treasure map is so old. Could it be that this city-state has already vanished? If so, our month-long travel plans will be for nothing. Rafayel stirs, turns his head to look at the map, and examines the directions of the rivers and mountains.
Isn't this the Bin Shah ancient city? Don't worry, our month-long travel plans won't be ruined. It hasn't disappeared. It's just kinda small and somewhat isolated. It doesn't really interact with the outside world. That's why you couldn't find it.
I didn't expect Rafayel to recognize this place. It piques my interest, and I stood up to look at him. Have you been there before? To find inspiration?
More like to rest. And also chasing after a spectacle. You can see a once-in-a-century teal sky there, and since I was curious, I had to get a look-see.
A teal sky? Ooh. I imagine the scene filled with a soft teal hue as Rafayel sits below it, his shadow stretching into the distance. So, did you see it? Rafayel shakes his head, picks up his paintbrush and palette, and then mixes some teal paint.
No, they said it'd be a while before 100 years have passed. I wonder if we can see it this year. If we're going there, can I take you on the route I used before?
Does it mean I can start getting excited? Seeing my eyes light up, Rafayel puts down his brush and smiles with me.
Do you want to see the teal sky that much? You're grinning from ear to ear.
Of course, I want to walk the path you walked on. I pinch Rafayel's hand. Wouldn't it be so interesting to have our footsteps overlap at different times? Recalling this, my consciousness gradually returns. I hear Rafayel chatting with the driver.
I see. So you two are here for your honeymoon?
I guess, yeah. Rafayel glances at me and starts messing around.
This is the first stop of our honeymoon. We have a month ahead of us and many places to go.
What? Now wide awake, I poke Rafayel's waist and grumble.
Ouchie, why did you...
Why are you telling others nonsense? And why did he make the assumption in the first place?
When did I speak nonsense?
Rafayel raises an eyebrow as if he's about to state a fact. We're not married yet, at least.
Spending a sweet month traveling with someone you like? Isn't that what a honeymoon is all about?
Seeing the mirth in his eyes, I pause before giving him another retort. That's a stretch if we're talking about the definition of honeymoon. The concept is different. Well, I'm going to take it as our honeymoon, honestly, now that he says something about it. So we're going to Chapter 1. Beanshot Ancient City. After we enter Beanshot Ancient City, we head to the place that Rafayel had stayed in. It seems we arrived just in time for the morning market. The ancient city streets are bustling, and the scent of fresh fruits fill the air. Someone suddenly bumps into my shoulder. Rafayel steadies me and pulls me into his arms subtly.
Let's go. I know a shortcut that's less crowded.
He takes my hand and leads me to an inconspicuous fork in the road.
I spent a long time admiring the paintings on the walls when I was here.
He points to the walls on both sides of the alley. I found his gaze to see a large, colorful murals. Despite the wear and tear over the years, the flying Apsara remains vivid and dynamic in her pose, with her sleeves fluttering. It's a shame a lot of the plaster fell off. The Apsara mural appears somewhat incomplete. Raphael's hand brushes over the rough, bumpy surface of the wall, finally resting in a hole where the plaster has peeled off.
The locals say time is also a part of art. Once a painting is complete, it starts to decay. It's good to protect and restore it, by all means. But then you miss out on the beauty of its transience. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to feel bad for the peeled parts of the painting. It's beautiful this way too.
I have to say, your perspective is very unique. But why doesn't this Apsara on the wall have a face? It's clear the artist chose not to paint it. Raphael stops in front of the blank area, pondering before he speaks.
Perhaps the artist wants each person who admires the Apsara to fill it in with their imagination. The blank space is the cradle for imagination, and the final brushstrokes of the painting are completed by the viewer. It's something like that, yeah? Also, when we meet the artist of this Apsara mural, we can ask him directly.
Ooh? Meet the artist? Are we going to the place where we'll be staying for the night?
Yeah, the place we'll be staying in is the artist's home.
He points to a small courtyard that's just coming into view.
We're here.
Pushing open the courtyard gate, an even more intense array of colors greets us. It's really pretty. A huge mural of the flying Apsara is painted on the screen wall. Even without a face, one can imagine her graceful demeanor. This Apsara must be special to the artist, right? With her face covered by a red veil, a lady walks out of the courtyard and greets us with a smile.
Are you two my father's guests? He's gone out to paint and specifically instructed me to welcome you.
As we tour the courtyard with her, I take the opportunity to ask about the painting.
That painting of the Apsara was based on my mother.
Aww.
My father conveyed his love through his paintings. Naturally, he hoped it would remind the viewers of their loved ones. That is why he left the face blank.
In an instant, all my questions are answered. I turn to look at Raphael, who's walking behind us. Who do you think of when you saw that Apsara?
Huh?
After a brief pause, Raphael chuckles and squints as if he has an epiphany.
Do you even need to ask? Of course I saw. No, who did I see?
Me, obviously, right? Don't keep me in suspense. Say it. Raphael walks over and pinches my nose.
I saw someone who made me fall in love with this land.
Oh my god, my heart. Can you not do this to me? Alright, chapter 2. Oh dear lord. Isn't this a little complicated? On the bed inside the house lies a set of local attire. The woman prepared them for me, but I'm at a loss. The elaborate and complex design leaves me stumped. Not knowing where to begin, I glance at Rafayel, who's in a similar predicament. Never mind. While I didn't know how to put on these clothes, I still know how to wear jewelry. I pick up the necklace, planning to put it on myself, but before I do, I take another look at Rafayel in the mirror. I clear my throat and give the necklace to Rafayel, and then I lift my hair to expose my neck to him. I can't figure out how to put on this necklace. Can you help me? Raphael looks at the necklace I put in his hands and can't help but chuckle.
Your excuse is kinda lame.
I mean, you'll still help though. He steps behind me and wraps the unfastened necklace around my neck. The cool necklace touches my collarbone. Raphael's fingers brush away the stray strands of hair by the nape of my neck. He pauses.
Do you want it tighter or looser?
A bit looser, please. Hearing my request, Raphael leans closer, his breathing landing on my back.
Huh? It's actually hard to fasten.
Sensing him getting closer, his breath pressing against me, I move my neck.
Does it tickle? I'm almost done.
Even the slightest of movement seems to be amplified by my senses. I exhale when he finally fastens the necklace. Intrigued, Raphael picks out a golden head ornament from the jewelry box.
Do you want to wear this too?
Will you help me?
Didn't someone say she couldn't figure out how to put on a necklace? Since she asked for help, I can't just ditch her after one piece of jewelry.
You're so helpful. True. I was the one who called Raphael over. After a moment of silence, I raise my head and look at Raphael. All right, go ahead.
Why do you look like you're about to come face to face with death? Is it that terrifying?
As he speaks, Raphael bends down and reaches behind my head. The sudden closeness makes me instinctively close my eyes.
Why are you closing your eyes?
I open my eyes a little later than I should have, and Raphael's face is still in front of me. He's so close that even my reflection is in his eyes is clear. It's nothing. He carefully fiddles with the pendant hanging on my forehead, and my gaze starts to drift here and there. I accidentally look into the mirror. Our reflections are very close to each other, as if we're one. Coming to my senses, I see Raphael has already stepped back. He pulls out several colorful ribbons from the jewelry that I had overlooked. Are they supposed to be tied around my hand? I think I saw something like this on the street earlier. He holds up my hand.
In this place, it's said that if a man and woman are fond of each other, the man will wrap ribbons around the woman's fingers.
I pause, looking down as Raphael carefully winds the ribbons around each of my fingers, except... Ahem. What about my ring finger? Amused, Raphael looks up.
You don't know?
No? After tying several beautiful bows with the ribbons, Raphael taps my ring finger gently.
This spot is for later.
Oh? Don't end it like that. Oh my god, of course. Walking out of the courtyard, we pass by the path adorned with the Apsara painting again.
Wow. With these accessories, you resemble the Apsara even more now.
Really? I didn't expect you to recognize me. I was planning to keep my identity a secret. I spread my arms, mimic the flying pose in the painting, and move 45 degrees skyward. The Apsara has descended. Won't you take a picture to remember this?
Instead of taking a picture, I'd rather capture the Apsara's elegance with my eyes.
Beside his eyes, Raphael frames a shot with his fingers like he's taking a picture.
Click. Is the Apsara unsteady on her feet?
I am unsteady indeed. The flying pose is challenging. No matter how I try to maintain my balance, I'm on the verge of falling. Swaying from side to side, just before I fall, I quickly weigh my landing options and move my body towards Raphael. Please catch me. Raphael, stay right there. You have to catch me, do you hear? The Apsara is securely caught by a pair of strong arms. The owner of these arms smiles before speaking in a dramatic voice.
Ah, the Apsara has truly descended. Apsara, welcome to the world beyond the painting. I'm Rafayel. If you don't mind, would you come with me today?
I straighten my clothes, adjust my jewelry, and take Raphael's outstretched hand. You better take me to fun places, or else this Apsara will fly away when you're not looking. Upon hearing my words, Raphael claps my hand firmly.
No can do. I'm not exactly planning to let you go.
At my request to try the food you eat in here, Raphael takes me to a tea house with bells hanging.
Do you want to try the special tea here? I've had it before.
That sounds nice. I nod, somehow sensing subtle mischief flashes across Raphael's eyes. I nod, somehow sensing subtle mischief flash across Raphael's face. In front of me, Raphael talks to the waiter, pointing and circling on the menu before holding up his finger to say 1. You only ordered 1 cup of tea?
Yeah, I'm not thirsty. It's for you.
Is he gonna pull a prank on me? The tea arrives. Bring it to my face, I narrow my eyes and seek a glance at Raphael's reaction. He remains calm, which makes me even more suspicious. After a moment, I lower my head and lean in to smell the tea. Surprisingly, a pleasant fragrance wafts from the cup and everything seems fine. Why don't you drink first and tell me how it is?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Raphael pouts, takes the tea, and drinks it. His Adam apples moves and he still looks unfazed.
Now do you believe me? It's just ordinary tea. Nothing's wrong with it.
Finally reassured, I take back the cup and take a sip, but a second later, ugh. An intense bitterness instantly overwhelms my taste buds, almost contorting my expression. Raphael, you're messing with me. I put down the teacup in agony and glare at the laughing Raphael. How could you drink such bitter tea without any reaction? Did you hold it in just to trick me? Raphael suppresses his laughter and pushes away the teacup.
When I drank it before, I reacted the same way you did. But since you're here with me, it wasn't as bitter as before.
He picks up a piece of candy and presses it against my lips.
I can guarantee this is sweet. It's not a trick.
It better be. I glare at him again and accept the candy in my mouth. The sweetness gradually spreads over my tongue, masking the bitterness. Of course, he had a little trick up his sleeve. Alright, we're on chapter 4. The bitter taste in my mouth disappears. Thanks to the candy, I move the teacup further away and pick up a delicate fruit to eat. Hearing music drift from below the tea house, I lean over and look down. Are they hosting an event? People cradling instruments pass by, playing as they go. Rafayel and I lean on the railing, quietly enjoying the music. After listening for a while, I realize it's an impromptu parade organized to celebrate the once-in-a-century teal sky.
Shall we join them?
For a moment, I'm tempted, and then I shake my head. I don't know how to play these instruments. Enjoying them means jostling with the crowd. It's better to listen from here. But we're a little far away. I can't hear the melodies clearly. I lean out a bit more, trying to pick out the melody from the noise, but Rafayel quickly pulls me back.
Don't lean out too far. The railing may not hold. Apsara is meant to fly up, not fall down. Give me a moment.
Oh? He stands up, walks to a corner of the tea house, and returns with one of the instruments I saw in the parade.
I can play it for you if you want.
He sits down cross-legged with the instrument. It's as if he's played it before. You know how to play? And this instrument, I've never seen it in Lincoln. Is it unique to this area? Rafayel casually strums the strings, as if regaining the feeling.
Yeah, you won't find this instrument outside of here. I only know a little bit. The tea house owner taught me in exchange for a method of making paint the last time I was here.
Oh? I look back to Rafayel had gone. Smiling, the tea house owner waves at me. I nod politely in response.
I only played it once and haven't touched it since. I'm a bit rusty, so bear with me.
Raphael's fingers sweep the strings and play a staccato-like tune. Staccato? Yet it's strangely captivating. My gaze slowly shifts to his face. Rafayel looks down at the strings, his demeanor relaxed and comfortable, as if enjoying the process. When the piece ends, I give him a round of applause. Rafayel exhales and rubs his wrist.
It's almost like I traveled back to the past.
Hearing this, I imagine him learning the instrument years ago. Unfortunately, I didn't witness it in person. Rafayel, can you teach me how to play? Rafayel pauses before glancing at my hands.
Sure. A hunter's strength should be enough.
All right. I've never learned how to play an instrument before. After muttering to himself, Rafayel places the instrument in my hands.
You'll need a bit of finesse to make it sing. Like this.
Rafayel demonstrates, and I try to mimic him, but I can't even make a sound.
Have you seen swans on a lake? Even though they look elegant, their feet are thrashing around underwater. Try to use your strength like that.
His words paint quite a picture. I laugh and keep trying to make the instrument sound. My persistence pays off. After many attempts, I finally grasp the finesse Rafayel was talking about, but this instrument is taxing on the wrist. How come I feel more tired compared to doing a day's worth of training? I feel breathless from playing. Rafayel takes my hand and massages it soothingly.
Now you know why I only played it once. I'd rather spend all this effort on painting, you know.
What's the title of the piece you played? Is it also a local specialty?
That one? I just improvised.
Of course. The warmth of his palm keeps flowing into my hand.
It's a melody that's shared only between you and me. If anything, it's our specialty.
Oh, dear God. And it ends like that. Why are these guys so sweet? I cannot handle this. Alright, chapter 5. Noticing everyone around us look up, I follow their skyward gaze.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Rafayel, look! The ordinary pale blue, cloudless sky fades, is soon overtaken by a soft, hazy teal. It's like a lake suspended in the air, and the wind creates gentle ripples on its surface. This feels surreal.
Let's go to the rooftop.
No time to think. I jump up from my seat and follow Rafayel's lead. The higher we go in the tea house, the broader the view becomes. Rafayel moves aside the roof tiles, turning to make room for me. I push against the wall and then leap up. A breeze welcomes me into this teal world. I turn and reach out to pull Rafayel up. Our hands touch. I can't tell if I'm imagining it, but his palms seem a little sweaty. Come to the rooftop was definitely a great idea. The entire Binsha ancient city is in view. Rafayel takes a few steps and sits down. I follow and sit beside him. This scene matches the one I had imagined of Rafayel gazing at the teal sky, except now, I'm in the picture too. It's wonderful to share such a view with you. I imagine you looking at it by yourself like a lonely little fish.
I told you before not to let your imagination run wild. And how can I be lonely with you by my side?
You're right. I wrap my arm around Rafayel's and snuggle up against him. My chin touches his tense shoulder, and I suddenly realize something. Right. The rooftop might be a little too high for him. As I brainstorm ways to ease his anxiety, I tap Rafayel's arm. Give me your hand. I have a gift for you. Though puzzled, Rafayel still opens his palm.
When did you prepare a gift? And how come I wasn't aware of this?
Well, I just finished preparing it. I didn't know about it 10 minutes ago. I wink mysteriously, interlocking my hand with his. Then, I untie the ribbons around my fingers and bind them again, wrapping our fingers together. Here's your gift. With my task complete, I raise my head to see Rafayel's expression. Not nervous anymore, are you?
I wasn't nervous. Stop making stuff up.
I laugh, pretending to be disappointed. I shake my head and reach out to untie the ribbons from our fingers. Alright, I made this gift because someone's afraid of heights. Since he says he's not nervous, then I'll...
Wait, I was talking nonsense earlier.
Oh?
Don't worry about it.
Rafayel stops my attempt to remove the ribbons and tucks our intertwined hands into his embrace.
Once you give a gift, you can't take it back.
Time passes, and the entire city-state is enveloped in a rich teal hue. It's like a finely colored oil painting, except we're also in it. As I take in the scenery, I feel like everything I'm witnessing is surreal. It's like being in another world. Rafayel also gazes in the distance and responds softly.
Maybe we are. After all, we're looking at the same scenery that was present 100 years ago. Perhaps, under this sky, we've really traveled back 100 years?
He turns to look at me, and my figure encompasses his entire field of vision.
It's beautiful. Even if we did go back 100 years, you're with me.
I smile and move our ribbon-bound fingers. And I'll still be here 100 years from now. Oh, 100. Oh, can we not? Oh, Rafayel, I'll always be by your side. Oh, okay, yeah. His was cute too. I did Silas first and now I'm doing Rafayel's, and all theirs are cute and I just could not handle all these. Oh man, I like the little finger intertwining thing and him saying he left the ring finger for later. Rafayel, you better propose to me, I swear to God. Alright, well that was Rafayel's journey footprint story for this current event. Don't forget to watch my Silas, Zane, and Xavier ones. They will be uploaded hopefully all on the same day since they're pretty short videos. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you enjoy this content and want to see more content from me in the future. I do have a lot planned. I just hope I can have a consistent schedule. I am praying for that. So once again, thank you for watching and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye!